Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, approximately 9:30 a.m. in Honolulu, 4:30 in New York City on Friday, finally, the 29th day of June 2012, and this is the daily report for gold and silver, our weekend review. Wow, what a day we're having in the marketplace. Gold currently trading just over 1,600, 1601.70 in cash, putting it up $48.70 with a high of 1608.60 and a low of 1560. It's over a 3% gain on the day. Silver showing even a better result, almost 5% higher, up $1.25, 27.67. On today's report, we want to look at some of the action, the reasons behind the activity that we've seen. We did issue a buy trigger or buy signal last night. Traders that took that call got in roughly at between 1568 and 1571. That was the area that it was trading at when the notification went out last night. We'll touch upon that as well as fundamental news in the market, all here on today's daily report. I can tell you one thing, watching market prices change in the gold market last night was interesting to say the least. As the European summit concluded, information began to emerge as they struck a potential plan, not so much resolution, but a way to resolve this crisis and a way to unify the issues that they were having, meaning the bailout packages that they were having. Gold started to run. When I watched it up about $13, I thought we might have something here. Started looking at our charts and realized very, very quickly that what we were watching really was a major fall in the US dollar. Now, it has certainly been said that gold goes where the dollar doesn't. And at about 11:30 Hawaii time, 5:30 in the morning New York time, I realized that we had something significant here. It was up about $17, $18 at the time. I actually went out and issued the buy trigger and buy recommendation. You can see that right now we're trading just at 1,600. We're looking at our daily chart. We have had a sizable, nice $50 move. We haven't seen this kind of move since really the end of last month, May, where you can see this large move up. What are we looking at right now? Well, we still have some serious resistance in terms of the marketplace, sitting roughly at 1631. You can see that right in here. We're right in between that, but we're well over any kind of resistance we might have encountered at the 1580. You know, my sense was that 1560 would hold, and as you can see, it touched upon it but flirted below it. It traded really to an intraday low just above 1540. But one thing we can look at, and that's the series of bottoms that we have had most recently, right in here and in here. We have a real strong band of support, and I have believed this for quite some time, roughly in the 1530 to 1520 area. We've had strong support there ever since the market reached a parabolic rise, came back down. These are the double tops at around 1802, this one at 1810, right in that area. So I'm not saying that we are completely range bound, but if this market is going to truly propel and begin to move to the upside, we have a couple of areas that we need to pay close attention to. Obviously, we positioned ourselves in properly. We're in below $1,600, $30 from where the market is now. But the question is, will gold continue to move higher? My sentiment is that as long as there is optimism and a belief that there is some sort of working plan for the European Union's debt crisis, you will see dollar weakness. If we continue to see dollar weakness, of course, my belief is we'll see gold firm. Traders, to give you a better sense or feel for how strong of an upside move we witnessed in gold, let's take a look at an hourly candlestick chart. You can see the market was trading literally sideways or in a tightly consolidated area as we had a very, very range-bound market. We had one quick sell-off taking us, and I'm not looking at these lows, I'm simply looking at where the bodies are, but to right above, let's say, 1550, 1552, right in that area. As this market accelerates, you can see at first it began very, very slowly, but each hour as it progressed, except for a couple of small little consolidation areas or time zones, you can see it really started to take off. And this right here, this 1 hour chart, we saw the market go from about 1578 to really test for the first time in a few days that $1,600 level. Had a high 1608, as I said, currently trading right around $1,600 per ounce. Traders, not to be outdone by gold. Gold's little brother, silver, had a resilient move, trading up, as I said, almost 5% on the day, really outproducing any kind of gains we saw in gold. But we know that it tends to trade to the upside with a larger gain and also to the downside with a larger loss in price, as it is a much more volatile metal. But my daily subscribers know that what we have been talking about infinitum, almost to death, I should say, because it's been a topic that we have discussed probably on a daily basis throughout this week, was that what I felt we were looking at within silver that we weren't really seeing in gold was really this absolute testing of a critical support level, call it 2650. And my sentiment was that we really had some strong bottom action and we weren't seeing it really dip below this particular area. Of course, we are in this market in a great position right now. Traders who took that call entered at the same time than they did with gold. We have stops in place. I feel comfortable with the long positions we took on last night, and we'll have to see over the next week and couple of weeks what kind of fruit, if any, these trades will bear. So far, we have some fruit on the tree. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you on Monday for another daily update and review. We'll look to raise stops over the weekend. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.